Live from the Las Vegas Strip studio in beautiful Las Vegas, Nevada, it's BettorCenter Live. I'm your host, Brad Stein. You can watch us daily, 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time during the week, 7 a.m. on Saturdays, and sometimes we do it 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time on Sunday. And usually the weekend is hosted by Louis Diamond, and now it is me, Brad Stein. I am back. Thank you. Hope you guys had a wonderful weekend and enjoyed the National Football League and college football and college basketball back, and sports is booming. And today I have a special treat for you, and that would equate to 3 professional sports handicappers here to make us a little money, give us some insight, argue a little bit, but have fun, because that's what this show is. It's all about entertaining and helping you make a little bit of money. You can watch us, of course, on BettorCenter.com and YouTube at Louis Diamond. Let's introduce those boys, those 3 guys. Chip Chirimbes, welcome back to the show. Louis Diamond, and, of course, Ross Benjamin. Hello, gentlemen.
How you doing?
Good morning. Welcome back, Brad. Nice to see you back in the hopper.
Thank you. Thank you. It's good to be back in the beautiful studio here, getting some great weather in Las Vegas. I don't know how Rochester is or upstate New York, but feels good, crisp, fresh air.
How do you think it is in Rochester at this time of year?
I would say about 40 is a high and about 27 is a low.
High of 32 today. The coldest we've seen in all. It's coldest we've seen all year. So
okay.
So
good place to be from, Ross. That's all I can say. As a former Buffalonian, that's all I can say. Great place to be from.
Yes.
Louis, look at you, Louis. You shaved, man. You look like 10 years younger. Yeah.
Well, you know what? I wanted to be the old wise man, and everybody just said you just look like an old man. So now you put out the baby face. So here it is, baby face Louis.
All right. There it is. And, of course, Chip, you're doing the same thing I'm doing, the shirt and tie. You look great. Las Vegas, Nevada, your New York football Giants had a big victory. They're all alone in first place in the NFC East. What did you learn from yesterday, Mr. Chip?
All right, first off, welcome back. I know that COVID did a co-void on you and your son. So I just want to be safe. I want to be safe here.
That's cruel.
I don't blame you. Not cruel. Hey, I'm right there with you. I totally get it. But 9 days or maybe 7 days of no symptoms, so I'm pretty good.
Okay, good. I'm ready to congratulate you from your Raider victory. And what I've learned is if Tony Gulledge gives a synopsis on a game, you better pay attention, because he nailed that San Diego New England game where Belichick would out-coach Anthony Lynn, and, of course, he would intimidate Herbert, and Herbert was lost by the halftime. Great call, Tony.
That was a great call. Hey, get him, Ross. He said San Diego, not L.A.
There you go. Well, showing his age again. What are you going to do,
Hey, he already stopped.
That's okay. Al Michaels, he gets paid a lot of money. He doesn't have to get these teams' names right. But his New York football Giants, Brad, did awfully well yesterday.
Yes, they did. Yes, they did. What else did you learn from yesterday, Mr. Ross Benjamin?
Oh, boy. What I learned from yesterday is there's more parity in the NFL that we may have thought going into the week. The New York Giants are one example. The Cleveland Browns were another. I cashed in with both of those plays, but I don't mean to put a star on my forehead for that, but they're a prime example of parity in the NFL. Atlanta was one play away from winning that game against New Orleans. Houston fumbles on the 2-yard line going in for a touchdown with a minute to go on a second down play against Indianapolis. So again, it goes hand in hand with the parity that we see in the NFL. It's nowhere near that in college football. And people often scratch their head when they see results in the NFL. It's a week-by-week business. You got to wipe the slate clean. You got to have a short memory, and you got to take each week as an individual entity, Brad.
Will do. How about those New York Football Giants, Louis Diamond? That's 3 games in a row. They're holding opponents below 20 points, the first time since 2009, and they have 7 games straight of running 100-plus yards, and that equates to good things for the New York Giants. You run the football, you play good defense. Joe Judge is doing a great job. What the hell did you learn, Louis D., beside the baby face and taking 10 years off your life?
I wish taking 10 years. I'm hoping I'm Madden. No, yeah, you're right. Taking 10 years off of my look, anyways. Well, hopefully, man, I learned a terrible lesson yesterday. Now I'm put into quite the quandary because I just don't know what to do with this Colt McCoy. He was my greatest fade. He was the Bubby Brister of this generation. He was the Norv Turner head coaching of this generation. He was the guy to bet against, and now he did this. And now he faces my man Kyler Murray next week. Kyler's got to get it together. I don't know, man. I really think I got to hammer the Cardinals this week. Somebody talked me off that ledge. I've already jumped off the ledge with the damn Chiefs yesterday.
Louis, Colt McCoy only threw for 100 yards.
Here this Sunday.
Colt McCoy only threw for 100 yards, Louis, so you're safe next week, maybe. I mean, they ran for 190. They ran for 190. That's what won the game for him, you know.
Yes,
so.
It did.
Yeah.
And the defense roughing up Russell Wilson.
Yeah, he beat me. Beat me hard, and I got to go back at it and get my money back. I'm thinking, my first look is Arizona. Either the Giants got something going. I mean, they're shooting for that, the NFC East, and, they may be a leader right now, the team to look at. But, we got a game to talk about here in a little bit about another NFC East team that's starting to spark things a little bit. But I got to worry, that are the Giants there? But I got to think if the Cardinals have anything, any spine, any backbone, this week coming up, they're supposed to crush this Colt McCoy Giants. I don't know. So I want everybody to look and think about that, and hopefully we'll come up with some good information for that. Please.
Well, thank you. And guess what? We have a special treat today. Tony Cusimano is back, and he is at Soldier Field in Chicago. He'll join us just a little bit. We are going to tackle right now the doubleheader at Monday Night Football. So let's start with game number 1. That would be the Washington Redskins at the Pittsburgh Steelers with an over-under at 44. Now is currently at 43. This jumped from -10 Steelers to now -6. Let's start with Chip Chirimbes and get your thoughts on game number 1.
My first thought is that I think too many people are just thinking that this team from the worst conference in the worst division in the NFL is going to rise up and defeat the Steelers here. I'm seeing an awful lot of Washington action, and I don't know if the football team is up to it. I know they've played really well this season, and we've alluded to the number 4 defense and their rushing and Antonio Gibson. But I was looking to fade the Steelers here, and I was looking to take Washington and take the football team, but I'm just saying it's become way too popular among people that usually don't like taking underdogs. So I'm going to pass completely.
All right. Let's go to Ross Benjamin, 6 points. Is that making you jump on Pittsburgh or Washington?
You know what? This is a tricky one because, Pittsburgh had their COVID issues. Ben Roethlisberger was questionable. Now he's probable with his knee. James Conner's going to be out. Pittsburgh all of a sudden can't stop the run the last couple games. And Washington, if they want to stay in this game, they're going to have to run the ball, and they've been doing that awfully well with Antonio Gibson. I'm going to lean more toward the under here. I'm not going to use this game probably, but if I am tempted to do so, it would be on the total. I think that both teams, Washington's defense is good enough to keep them in the game. Pittsburgh's defense is outstanding. Washington's going to have to run the ball. It's going to be a long day. So for all those reasons, I'd have a slight lean toward the under here.
Yeah, and don't forget Bud Dupree is also out for the year with a torn ACL. That's just another injury. But this is still Washington. Alex Smith, I don't know. Does that scare you, Louis? Are you going to tease something here? Where are we going?
Well, I think the tease is probably the only thing left right now. I mean, listen, on Friday's show, Paul Bovi gave this to you. I mean, he gave you the Redskins at 9. He didn't have the 10, but he had the 9. And, shortly after that show, that thing dropped, and it dropped big. Now we're down to 6.5. So I think the only way to play this is the Redskins on the teaser. Listen, they're the 4th-ranked defense in the NFL right now, and they're going up against a team that is undefeated. All I can say, this has the potential of the outright dog winner. I mean, I have a tough time backing that, but I could see it. I could see this really has potential. You got the defensive team going against a team that's 11-0, and Pittsburgh's got a lot of pressure 11-0 and having a shitty game last week. So I don't know. This just might be that spot for those Redskins, and I wouldn't be surprised if we see them win the game outright here today, which might be the best thing for Pittsburgh. You going in undefeated into the playoffs. You saw what happened with New England. I don't think Pittsburgh's got the chutzpah for that. I don't think many teams have that. Look at the Patriots when they lose to the Giants. They were absolutely the better team, except for that day. Not even close. So I would have to say the Redskins are the only way to look. I would have to probably roll that on a teaser. And if you're a client of mine, we're riding that teaser tonight because we have 4 teams cover going into that play for today. So we're hoping to cash that ticket.
All right, let's cash Tony Cusimano, the man on the street, his ticket because he's in Soldier Fields right now in Chicago. Let's see what he's doing, and he's going to talk about. Oh, I guess we're not ready for Tony Cusimano, the man on the street. Oh, now he's there. Okay, I got it. All right, Tony Cusimano, man on the street, Chicago. What are you doing there? And tell us what you have for us, please. Welcome.
Thank you, BettorCenter. Tony C. here, your man on the street back in the Windy City, Chicago, Illinois. It's fitting that I'm here today, folks. Let's not forget, of course, everybody that has anything to do with this show and production was a gleam in somebody's eye on December the 7th, 1941, and that's where I stand here at Soldier Field. So God bless all of those that perished 79 years ago today. Especially I want to thank my uncle, God rest his soul. He froze his ass off in France, Belgium, and Germany in December of 1944, January, February of 45. My father froze his ass off in Korea. God bless all of you that have served, and all of you are going to be away from your home and your family these next couple of weeks for the holidays. And speaking of freezing asses off, I'm kind of chilly here in the Windy City. The wind isn't picked up yet, but it is chilly here in Chicago. So what did I learn over the weekend? Well, I'll tell you, let's start with college football over the weekend. And even the NFL, take the points. Let's go back to Saturday. Texas Christian was a most interesting play for somebody last Thursday, Friday. But I mean, Texas Christian +3. You had Indiana Hoosiers on the road +13. Eastern Michigan +13.5. The Tennessee Volunteers +18. Coastal Carolina 10.5, and on and on. And then, of course, yesterday in the NFL, right here, the Lions were +3 with the outright win. Cleveland +4 with the outright win. Jacksonville covers +10. The Giants +10. I guess the lesson learned is take the points when in doubt. Now, as far as the rumor mill on the street here, we'll go to the Monday night games real quick here. Of course, I don't want to sound like a broken record and beat the dead horse. We know the Bears are who we thought they are at 5-7 now, 6 straight losses. The rumor on the street here and all over the sports stations here in Chicago is that Mr. Nagy won't have a job to finish the year, and that Chuck Pagano, because the defensive coordinator, he was formerly a head coach, will probably be interim coach here, possibly for the last 3 or 4 games, maybe 3. I mean, maybe they'll give Nagy another shot this week here. We'll see. So, but it didn't surprise me yesterday's win by Detroit. It was a payback game. We know how these divisions work in the NFL. Usually, you see it in other divisions as well. Of course, the Rams and Seattle split out, and Minnesota, Green Bay, et cetera, et cetera. So, anyway, in closing, the Bears are who we thought they were, but again, a fitting background here for Pearl Harbor Day. Now, game 2 My 2 cents on today's game. I was going to real quick on Washington and Pittsburgh and going to Louis Bag of Diamonds. It sounds like, Louis, you might have a Louis Bag of Diamonds teaser here where you tease up the total 6 points to 50 and make the Redskins plus 12, 12.5. It could be a Louis Diamond teaser today. But aside from that, Louis, you did take one of my notes away there. You got the number 4 defense in the country. In the NFL with Washington against the number 3 defense today. A very well-rested Washington Redskins team, mind you. They haven't played in 11 days, and they are 3-2 in their last 5. It is a must-win, though, for the Redskins. If the Redskins really don't win here and put a chalk mark or a stain on the Steelers, they can kiss their season goodbye because the Giants hold the tiebreaker. The Giants have beaten the Washington Redskins twice this year, and they're a game up. So the Redskins are on the outside trying to get in. It's a must-win for them. It doesn't mean that they can't do it. As we saw the Giants pick up a big win on the road at Seattle, the road win is very tough, as we all know. As far as game 2 goes tonight, we've got Buffalo at San Francisco, but it's at a neutral site in Arizona where the 49ers are going to be playing their next 3 games. And in fact, speaking of, it's kind of an intertwining here, believe it or not. And then next week, Washington goes to Tempe or to Glendale, Arizona to play the 49ers. So there's an intertwine here. And everybody's in a must-win situation outside of the Steelers. Washington has to win. 49ers, if they have any dreams of postseason, they've got to win to go to 6-6. And Buffalo doesn't want to repeat what they did last year. Buffalo was in the driver's seat last year at 8-3, and then they went. If you remember, they went 2-3 in the last 5 weeks, and they ended up they had a bad, it messed up their playoff run. So anyway, with all of that, game 2, you guys covered game 1, so game 2, I'm going to throw it back to you, Brad and company. But Buffalo, Buffalo, San Francisco in Arizona, neutral site. I'm seeing a line of a -1 and 48. And the
all right, Tony, thank you.
All right, crew. Then I'm taking away from Soldier Field.
Holy shit! You're killing us.
Well, I gotta keep my gums bumping. It's cold here, man. It's 38 degrees here. So
thank you.
All right, signing off from Soldier Field. Take it away. The Bears are who we thought they were. Everybody, 5-7. Goodbye.
Oh man.
Oh, that was great. Now we have a special video from a very special person, Dennis Green. Take it away.
Oh, please, with this video.
Oh, come on. We don't want to see that shit again.
We played them in preseason. Who the hell takes a 3rd game in the preseason like it's
Eugene.
We played them in preseason. Everybody played 3 quarters. The Bears are who we thought they were.
Fuck.
I think I'm going to throw up if I see that video.
No, I mean, come on, guys.
Honestly, come on. What?
Not for nothing. Because we're just fucking killing bullshit. I mean, the joke's over.
Those are the orders that I got. I know. We're going to move on to game number 2.
They didn't go through me, and here's the order for everybody. Fuck that fucking clip. I had enough of it.
I lost me.
Got it. Point taken.
Thank you.
All right. Eugene has it, and Tony Cusimano, who loves that. Sorry. We're going to move on. Game number 2, Monday Night Football. The double header, that would be the Bills at the 49ers. But again, it's not the 49ers. It's in Arizona. This game opened up plus 2.5 49ers. It is now -1.5. Interesting. Over under 48, now currently 47.5. Mr. Chip Chirimbes, please start us off.
He probably fell asleep.
Okay. Then we'll start with Ross Benjamin.
Yeah, let me correct Tony. The 8-3 start for Buffalo last year is a lot different than where they are now. Last year, they were 8-3, and New England was 11-1. New England had already defeated them. There was a very slight chance they were going to make a run at the AFC East Division title last year. In addition to, they were in the driver's seat for an AFC wildcard spot. It was a matter of where they finished. And in week 17 against the Jets, they rested all their starters in the game. They lost by 7 points. So now they're 8-3 and they're going for a division title. Much different circumstances than last year. Having said that, this game scares me a little from a Buffalo perspective. When you see this line movement, you also see San Francisco right now, a lot of urgency and desperation. All of a sudden, the last wild card spot, you got two teams tied at 6-6 in Minnesota and Arizona, and they could become a threesome if San Francisco wins tonight. So I'm very hesitant here to pull the trigger with Buffalo. If anything, I don't bet against them, as you guys know. I think this is a bad spot for him, though. Brandon Ayuk comes back. Deebo Samuel coming off a big game, and Buffalo still without John Brown. San Francisco's defense, despite all those injuries, still is playing very well. So I'll look forward to watching this game, but not one that I'm going to dabble into.
All right, Chip. Bills have to travel from the right coast to the left coast, and this is where San Francisco actually has struggled playing in Arizona. They're 1-4 in their last 5 games. Who has the advantage in this game? Are you going to be betting on this one?
Well, I have posted this as one of my top plays of the entire weekend. And, we've gone 22-9 with these standalone Thursday night, Sunday night, Monday night NFL games. So get on the BettorCenter Live, and that game's should be up there right now. I posted it early this morning. And the only thing I can say about this is Buffalo goes into this game with 1 loss in the last 4 or 5 games, and that was on a Hail Mary by Arizona. So they started off great, had a little lull, and have come back strong in the last month and a half. So it's going to be an interesting game, but if you want the winner, just follow the buy leads at what is it now? BettorCenter.com.
BettorCenter.com. And that's right. And that Hail Mary was in Arizona, and the Bills were playing in Arizona. Both teams, I guess, have struggled, but it was just a Hail Mary, right? Ross Benjamin, it was just a Hail Mary. So let's get Lee Diamond's picks. Yeah, just a little Hail Mary. I mean, otherwise,
returning to the scene of the crime, I guess.
Exactly. Could be bad memories, but maybe it won't be bad. Maybe it'll be revenge. All right, Lewis Diamond, the first. What do you have for us?
Junior. So I gotta kind of side with Ross here. This is a tough spot for the Bills. Yeah, they are returning to the scene of the crime. I don't know if that's a revenge factor or anything like that, or maybe, oh shit, that better not happen again. I honestly don't know because the scenario hasn't played enough. But I really think that San Fran has done some things with that have been fairly impressive with an injury-plagued season. And now they at least have a couple guys coming back with Mostert. And I can't think off the top of my head. But they got a couple guys coming. They're still a little bit banged up. But why? I mean, now they're on a neutral field. And the Bills, they do well on the road. And they're clearly the better team right now. And why is it only to pick them? 1, it's a short number. I think it smells. I think the Bills probably have their work cut out for them today, and possibly a little lean on the under. I think it's just a tough game to be calling. It could be a game that you're going to want to play in-game to see which teams are showing up, or maybe make a halftime wager. Tough for me to make a real decision on this. I don't even see the teaser being good. I think one of these two teams is really going to show up. I don't think it's going to be that close nip-and-tuck game.
All right, thanks, Bag of Diamonds. And since we have your attention right here, can you tell us a little bit about your college basketball play?
Yes, my college basketball action right now is yesterday we went 4-1 in college basketball. So it was another great day for us. There's the plays on the screen. I put them out last night. So Richmond and Oregon do have lines here today. So hopefully you bet them on the opener when they came out, because they both moved dramatically. And so we got 4 plays there today. They're free on the BettorCenter.com Facebook page every day. I try to get them out there on the overnight because the lines are moving. And what is my record? 81-56. So we're tearing it up, and hopefully you're taking it. I know you're taking advantage of it because the numbers get bigger every day. So keep taking advantage of it. I'm not sure how much time we have left in the system. We have a different kind of schedule this year. So, but as long as they pop out those plays for me, I'll put them out there at BettorCenter.com on the Facebook page, and they're free. 81 and 56. Free, guys. Take advantage of it.
Yeah, definitely. Take advantage of it. Hey, Chip, do you have a most interesting play or any final thoughts for us here at BettorCenter?
Well, I'm just glad that you're healthy. That's one of my first and last thoughts. Welcome back, Brad.
Thank you very much.
I think that this NFL with the scheduling of the games is wild. We have another one tomorrow. I think that the Buffalo having to play in Arizona once again in tonight's game is a really interesting scenario, considering they opened up the favorite and now the Niners have gone to the favorite in this game. So give a good watch tonight on Monday night and become a winner if you follow the buy links.
And that brings us to Ross Benjamin. Any final thoughts or most interesting play?
No interesting play today. I will have one NFL pick up for sale at BettorCenter.com. My college basketball 10-star top plays 9-0 with my last 9, 54 and 31 with my last 85 dating back to last year, which is good for 63%. So college basketball is in full flight. Football's not the only sport right now. So you can get all my best picks by going to BettorCenter.com.
Hey, Louis D., I know you're not a big fan of Baker Mayfield, but the Browns are 9-0 when that man has a passer rating of 70+. So what does that tell you? Don't turn over the ball and run the damn football, Cleveland. They look pretty good. Any final thoughts? Any comments? Or most interesting play of the day, Louis Diamond? Can't hear you there. Oh, sign language. That's right. He majored in sign language. I forgot at Buffalo State or something. Yeah. All right. I used to be good at reading lips, Ross, but this is a tough one here. This is a tough one. All right.
I always said he needed a muzzle.
Oh, I was on mute. I'm sorry, guys.
Oh, there he is. Oh, oh boy. Broadcasting 101.
I'm sorry, I was on mute. I was trying to scream while you guys were talking to get somebody's attention. Anyways, so my most interesting I actually said something and I totally forgot what the hell it was. And it was the funniest thing I've ever said. Damn it.
Big surprise. That's okay.
All right, so my most interesting play of the day is going to be tough. I would say just, obviously, I'm on the Redskins. The number's too short for me to tell you to get out there and jump on it right now. The under may be somewhat of a play, but what I really want to do is I want to plug Tony Gulledge. He really nailed some stuff on Saturday. I mean, he almost called the score again. And I just wanted to, say we got the Red Rifle here who was, I don't mean any disrespect from that, but Ross, Chip, and I, we've put a name in this business for a long time, and Tony's just kind of up and coming, and I think we picked the right guy here who really is just tearing it up. So I want to give him some props as well as you gentlemen who have been on fire, but that's expected. So end of the day. So great job, guys. Please visit the BettorCenter.com on Facebook. Please visit BettorCenter.com. Chip and Ross will have some plays out there for you today. And let's go make some money here again today, guys.
Yeah, and I want to thank Eugene Stewart and Spotlight Film Productions, of course, Chip Chirimbes, and thank you for your service to this country. Mr. Ross Benjamin, they named Ross Department Stores after this man. That's how good he is. And Louis Diamond the first, we'll never forget about you. So thank you, everyone here at BettorCenter, BettorCenter.com. You can watch us on YouTube at Louis Diamond and Facebook. You guys have a wonderful day. Doubleheader coming up. Monday Night Football. The New York Giants are in first place. COVID is a thing of my past. Life is pretty good. So go to BettorCenter.com. Get some great picks.
Glad you're doing better, Brad.